My bank app shows a balance of $12. I made $20 in my first month as an online tutor, and I thought I was doing something wrong. Turns out I was, but not in the way you'd think. There are 5 things nobody tells you before you become an online tutor. If I had known these things earlier, I would have saved myself 18 months of frustration, thousands of dollars in lost income, and, if I'm being honest, a complete mental breakdown. Tip number 3 nearly made me quit tutoring forever. So if you're thinking of starting online tutoring, or you've just begun and you already feel confused, overwhelmed, or lost, listen closely. This video is exactly what you need. Let's dive in. Number 5, you're not selling tutoring, you're selling transformation. Listen. I made a mistake that silently cost me 6 whole months of income. In my second month of tutoring, a parent reached out and asked a simple question: how much do you charge? Because I thought being cheap would make me competitive, I replied, $5 per hour. Her reaction: oh? Okay, let me think about it. Days turned into weeks, and I never heard from her again. And I kept asking myself a painful question: if I were cheaper than everyone else, why didn't she book me? So I complained to a friend therapist. She asked one question that changed everything: what are you actually selling? I said, tutoring sessions. She said, wrong. You're selling their kid getting into college. You're selling confidence. You're selling a parent's peace of mind. That was when I discovered a truth: most tutors learn only when it's already too late. So I stopped listing $5 per 1-hour math session. I started offering complete algebra mastery package, from failing to confident in 8 weeks, results guaranteed. Price, $30, 3 students booked in 1 week. Parents don't want to buy hours. They want to buy results. Don't say, I offer math tutoring for $10 per hour. Say, I help struggling students master algebra, and boost grades by at least 1 letter in 6 weeks. One is a commodity. The other is a transformation. 2022 Harvard Business Study found that transformation-based pricing sees 340% higher conversion rates than time-based. But here's what shocked me more: the students who paid more got better results. Number 4, your weakest students make you the best tutor. For years, I prayed for easy students. And it turned out to be the worst mistake of my career. Let me introduce you to Michael, a 14-year-old student with ADHD, failing chemistry, and on the edge of giving up. Our first session was a disaster. He couldn't sit still for 5 minutes. He doodled while I explained. And I left the room feeling like an absolute failure. Week 3. Breaking point. He threw his pencil and said, I'm too stupid for this. My heart sank. He wasn't difficult. He was frustrated. And I was teaching him like everyone else, expecting him to adapt to me. So I stopped the lesson. Michael, how do you actually learn best? I don't know. Videos? Games? So we turned chemistry into a murder mystery. Someone was poisoned. Identify the compound. Solve it, save the victim. He solved 12 stoichiometry problems in 30 minutes. His previous record, 2 problems in an hour. Test score went from 34% to 78% in 5 weeks. But here's the real win: he started asking for extra sessions. A 2023 MIT study found, adapting methods for neurodivergent students improves all students' outcomes by 67%. Why? You're forced to find multiple pathways to the same concept. Michael taught me that struggling students aren't problems. They're puzzles that make you a better tutor. Every difficult student I've worked with has forced me to create methods I now use with everyone. Top tutors seek out struggling students, because those students force innovation. But there's something that hurt more than any teaching challenge. Number 3, you'll lose students, and it's not always your fault. The first time a student quit, I spent 3 days convinced I was duped. Her name was Zainab. 16 years old. Preparing for entrance exams. 8 weeks together. Her scores went from 55% to 81%. We were on a roll. Then her mom messaged, "Hi, we need to pause sessions." Thank you. I spiraled. What did I do wrong? Was I not good enough? I replayed every session for days. Lost sleep. 2 weeks later, her mom messaged, "Zainab got into her first choice university. We couldn't afford to continue, but you changed everything for her." She didn't quit because I failed. She quit because her child succeeded. The 2022 Online Education Association report, 63% of tutoring endings have nothing to do with tutor performance. It occurred due to these major reasons: financial changes, 34%, schedule conflicts, 18%, student achieved their goal, 11%. I had another student, an exceptional kid called Daniel, age 12. Parents pulled him out after 4 sessions. I found out later that his family relocated. I was in total chaos, and I started treating every ending like personal failure. But here's the truth: you're entering people's lives during chaotic and transitional times. Sometimes they leave because life happens. Old belief: if a student leaves, I failed. New belief: every departure makes room for someone who needs me now. Stanford 2021, tutors who don't auto-blame themselves show 89% lower burnout and stay in careers 156% longer. I created an exit survey. What worked? What could be better? Why are you moving on? Most departures are circumstantial. But losing students isn't the scariest part. It's surviving in this profession. Number 2, boundaries aren't selfish, they're survival. I almost quit tutoring entirely, not because of money. Because I forgot I was human. 15 months of tutoring. I managed 23 students. 7 a.m. session student in Australia. 11 p.m. session student in the US. One night, answering a parent's message at 2 a.m. Sitting on my bathroom floor crying. My wife walked in, "You're killing yourself for people who will replace you the moment you collapse." She was right. I was accepting sessions at any time. Responding to messages within minutes. Never saying no to rescheduling and working 7 days a week. I lost 8 kilograms. Constant headaches. Panic attacks before sessions. My teaching got worse because I was exhausted. A burned-out tutor is a bad tutor. So I decided to send messages to all my clients saying, "New operating hours, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Monday through Friday." I respond within 24 hours, not 24 minutes. I was terrified everyone would leave. I eventually lost 2 students, and those 21 respected me more. University of Michigan 2023 shows that clear boundaries equal 91% higher job satisfaction, 73% longer careers, and burnout reduces cognitive performance by 41%. The moment I set boundaries, I became a better tutor. Energy level increases, creativity stimulate, and patience optimized. My working system now clearly posted. 24-hour response time policy, no weekend sessions unless premium rate. Gym, meals, sleep, non-negotiable. The right students respect it. But there's one thing I wish I'd known from day one. Number 1, you're building a business, not a job. This separates tutors making $500 from those making $5,000. Tax season hit my earnings in my second year. Worked 50+ hours per week. Made less than $350 per month. I was making less per hour than a coffee shop owner. I realized I wasn't running a business. I was employed by 23 different clients. No systems, every session custom planned from scratch. No leverage, could only earn when actively teaching. No assets, stop working, income drops to zero. So I made 3 changes. Change 1, reusable resources, built lesson plans, practice tests, explainer videos. Prep time dropped from 2 hours to 20 minutes. Change 2, group sessions, study hall Saturdays, 4 students. Same subject. 1 session. I earned 4x per hour. Students learned from each other. Change 3, digital products like a complete chemistry exam prep guide -$40. Made money while sleeping. Small Business Administration 2022, solo providers with 3+ scalable revenue streams earn 290% more annually. If you're only doing one-on-one, you have a job, not a business. Jobs have income ceilings, businesses don't. After 24 months, I earn 3x more. Working 30% less. 12 one-on-one students. 2 group sessions weekly. Digital passive income. Took a full week off last month. Income barely dipped. Ask yourself, what's one thing I teach repeatedly that I could systematize? Every system you build buys back your time. Do you remember that $20 first month? I thought I was failing. But I wasn't failing. I was just learning these 5 things the hard way. Here's what I want to know: if you're already tutoring, which of these 5 hit hardest? Which are you struggling with right now? If you're just thinking about starting, which of them scares you most? I'm reading every single comment. If there's enough interest, I'll make a follow-up breaking down exactly how to implement each. 1. The systems, 2. The scripts, and 3. The step-by-step of how to scale your profession. Drop a number from 1 to 3. Let me know which lesson you need most. We're building stronger, smarter tutoring businesses together, and I'm glad you're here. Before you go, hit that subscribe button so you never miss the strategies that will transform your teaching into a sustainable and profitable brand. Now go create something powerful. Because your next breakthrough is in the very next video.